engineers have been very essential in creating ways to save water.
So engineers in general have broken it down into two main things. You have the actual engineering practices, which is the stuff that they actually make. You see faucet aerators here, low flush toilets. And then you actually have the behavioral practices. Now the behavioral practices are what's important, because if you don't change the behavior, the way you think about water and the way you use it, you're not going to save water. You could have a regular shower head and take a 5-minute shower, but you could also have a low flow shower head and take 15 minutes using the same amount of water. That comes down to behavioral. So if you look at this column in the table, you have residential, agricultural, and industrial and commercial. These are all the groups that these engineers are trying to target. The residential includes family, so that's like home stuff, home water use. Agricultural is more with farming and irrigation. Then you have industrial and commercial, which is like the recycling, the big companies using water. As you can tell, the engineers are trying to target the whole spectrum of water users, which is a great thing.
Many products have been made by engineers to actually help families save water at home.
An item that has successfully been engineered to help save water in households is the faucet aerator. The faucet aerator is a device that can cut down on the volume of water used through household faucets. It breaks the flowing water into fine droplets and entrains air while maintaining wetting effectiveness. It can reduce the volume of water used at a faucet by as much as 60% while still maintaining a strong flow. Another household staple that has been engineered to save water is the toilet. More than 47% of water use in the average American home occurs in the bathroom, with nearly 24% being used by toilets. These toilets use 1.28 gallons of water, which is 20% less than the current federal standard of 1.6 gallons per flush. A WaterSense label is placed on these toilets, which means that they are EPA certified. So as you can see, these toilets save so much water because everyone uses toilets, especially in the household.
When we think about ways to save water, usually the conversation turns to how we can actually use less. An efficient way of thinking about it is ways we can purify water, because a lot of water is actually really contaminated due to rainfall and other issues.
Engineers have targeted two main ideas: conserving water and cleaning efficiency. One of the most talked about solutions to the decreasing amount of fresh water on Earth is transforming ocean water into fresh water. A research center based out of Rice University took these issues into consideration and created a prototype that transforms salt water into fresh water by only using solar energy. They currently have made a small-scale version of this that works well, but if they can scale it up, this could be used to give people water on and off the grid. CO2 emissions have caused precipitation intensity to increase. This is bad because rain actually contaminates our water. Methods of carbon capture are being proposed to many industries, which would be a long-term solution to the problem. It really comes down to emitting less CO2 into the air, less chemicals. Overall, there have been many recent efforts to improve water purification, including ion exchange and membrane processes to remove arsenic from our water.